Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka Q&T. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I do want to share with you guys this chart that at Encrypt30 did share over on Twitter. You guys probably are all aware of who Encrypt is if you did watch the Q&T live stream from the other day. And when we really kind of look at this, we are at this moment in time where Q&T basically needs to have a massive breakout. And we are watching very, very close at this current moment in time to see this major breakout to $200 plus. You know, there is still a lot of resistance up there, though, around 200. So we are paying attention very closely as we are seeing a lot of price action kind of unfold with Q&T. You know, we need that major volume stick to come up and push us above these major areas of resistance, unless, you know, if we reject, we could also be seeing a major buy zone at about $64 to $70. And yes, that's right, I said $64 to $70. That's the level of interest down there we have been watching, but you know, right now Q&T still looks very good on the overall chart. On the 3-day that I was looking at earlier, you know, massive OBV volume, and the price is still sitting pretty stagnant for the most part. I know that it's probably going to change by the time that this is uploaded, but you know, we have been watching closely, especially zoomed out, looking at the past previous, you know, price action and really kind of paying attention to what is happening right now on the chart. But also, the sentiment over on Twitter has been absolutely insane. Shout out to CoinMetro for this, but we do see CoinMetro Twitter sentiment is showing a strong bullish trend for Q&T today. Q&T price is up over 100% since June. And here we have down here that it is pretty bullish, sitting at about 70 on the Twitter sentiment. And it is for good measure. I've been seeing a ton of individuals commenting on Q&T, really kind of talking about what's happening next. And it looks extremely good. We've been really... I don't like to focus too much on price, but we have been focused on the chart. We have been focused on the price of Q&T for a little bit of time now, especially since it did break out back in the summertime. It was probably one of the biggest movers back in the summer as well. Really kind of breaking out back in July when the price of Bitcoin was complete trash, and since then has kind of decoupled away from Bitcoin and started to do its own thing, which is insane. But also, we have over here from Quant welcome to the world's first multi-DLT search engine powered by Overledger. This demo showcases multi-DLT search functionality, a growing function of QuantScan. Want to help build the multi-chain future together? ? And then they do have their thing down here. But yeah, I thought that this was pretty cool. I mean, check this out. I mean, this is basically Etherscan for multiple DLTs. You have Polygon down there, Quant, XDC, like everything that you could really kind of think about. Most of the supported DLTs are also like down there at the bottom: XRP, XDC, Polkadot, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Polygon all together, which I think that this is awesome. And you know what's funny? This is the future. Like, this is what we are looking at in regards to, you know, adoption of crypto. It's not going to just be one, you know, major chain. It's not going to be, oh, this DLT is going to succeed and be the one size fits all aspect. No, none of that is going to happen. It's going to be a multi-DLT world powered by Overledger, the same as this search engine is powered by Overledger. This is very exciting. I think that this is awesome, and I think that we need a lot more, you know, building like this happening within the Quant ecosystem, which is very fun to see. Also, talking about Quant and Q&T bullishness, shout out to SonNL11 for this, but Q&T equals everywhere. Yet 99.99% of crypto hasn't heard of them because of enterprise-only focus, but they will. When will the tipping point come for an XRP 2017-like run? Future of Finance today. And here we have the QuarterCon, which we've been talking about QuarterCon for so long. It is officially today. Very exciting. Then over here, we do see European Central Bank. Here you guys have it, Eurosystem. Here's, of course, the Quant CEO sitting next to everyone else. And you do see a few of the major names up here. I just talked about this, actually, the Bank of Lithuania, Bank of Italy, London Stock Exchange Group, and Quant Network. And over here on this next slide, you do see Quant, you know, founder and CEO, Gilbert Verdian, FT Live, Financial Times Live, CBC Leaders Panel. How much global coordination are we seeing? And then over here, again, the Digital Pound Foundation, sitting right next to a center, Clifford Chance. You also do see the Digital Euro Association, the Digital Pound Foundation as well, in cooperation with Ripple. It's very exciting. Fungibility and interoperability in the digital money ecosystem, they are everywhere. And also, down here, Part 2, Enterprise No, another CBDC talk with Q&T CEO Gilbert Verdian, this time with another big name, head of CBDC of R3 Corda. And again, there's been a lot of discussions around CBDCs and interoperability for a while. Here's Deloitte as well. Quant is proud to announce that we have been shortlisted for the 2021 Deloitte Most Disruptive FinTech Awards. Again, it's everywhere. Everyone knows who Quant is, KPMG, which, again, KPMG is essentially a confirmed partner of Quant. If you guys haven't seen the time where Quant's website essentially listed them as a partner and then they took it down immediately, yeah, that's still something that's burned into my memory. And then over here, Oracle as well. Our work with Quant on blockchain technology is helping drive financial inclusion and digitization in Latin America. I mean, I'm telling you, pay attention to Q&T. It seriously is one of the biggest opportunities in this market. Why? Because long term, I always said Q&T is your second chance at Bitcoin. Do not miss it. A lot of people go back in time and say, wow, if I would have put $1,000 in, $10,000 in, whatever, and then they calculate how much they would have now, they're like, wow, I would not be working at my office job. I would not be working here, there, wherever. Doesn't matter. Listen, at the end of the day, this is your second opportunity at financial freedom. Q&T will surprise a lot of people because I think many people out there are trying to think about what is going to be the next, Bitcoin. A lot of people thought it was Ethereum. A lot of people thought it was this, that, wherever, whatever. To me, I think that Q&T has the highest percentage rate to become the next Bitcoin. 33% less supply, a massive amount of utility over it. The fundamentals of Q&T alone are absolutely mind-blowing. And, again, the overall market sentiment around Q&T is extremely bullish. Also, over here, again, from SonNL 11, this is exactly where Q&T is made and battle tested for. Learn how below and attach, and here you guys have quadrillions of dollars. The ECB is looking at a combination of distributed ledger technology and existing infrastructure for improving interbank settlements, according to the board member Fabio Panetta. And down here, this is a thread, but I want to talk to you guys about a few of these ones down here. So, this is talking about the Financial Times Live. This goes all the way back to April 26th. And for those following the narrative, ECB concludes the same as Q&T CEO. DLT is here to complement the existing infrastructure. Down here, DLT, existing financial systems, 2013. The vision is clear. You guys have it. It started back in 2013 to make blockchains compatible with ISO 2022, to interoperate with existing financial systems, which led to establishing ISO TC 307 in 2015. Bonus MLT help make this happen. Fiat funds to DLT funds, all running on any infrastructure across the retail banks who can use the DLT they want, so they don't get forced into something. Interoperability. Here you guys have it in brief. However, funds or collateral are held in escrow with a financial institution such as central bank or large regional bank, and tokens to the same value are issued to mint it or on a private DLT. These funds can then be used on a DLT or mixture of DLTs, public or private, and Quant patent multi-ledger token MLT technology is applied. This seriously is like the end game here. Like, we've been talking about DLT for so long. Here you guys have Q&T into connecting quadrillions of legacy payments to DLT-based infrastructure. And one of the most overlooked features of Overledger is the capability of integrating with existing legacy systems. Yeah, this is like the main ingredient. We've talked about this for so long. In every single one of my breakdowns on Q&T, what do I always tell you guys? I'm sure that's probably like a broken record at this point, but I've always said, it's not just about, okay, what's the big money play in regards to interoperability? Oh yeah, let's connect all the blockchains to one. That's a stupid use case. Think about it. What is blockchains and these DLTs without access to the legacy systems? We're not disrupting much. We're just disrupting the amount of money that's actually flowing through DLTs. So blockchain interoperability, sure, it's needed, but it's a stupid use case compared to connecting interoperability layers between the legacy systems and crypto. And I know that kind of sounds, a little disrespectful. Yeah, interoperability between blockchains is stupid. It technically isn't stupid, but it's more so like, if you think that is the one big innovation around interoperability, it's completely wrong. The biggest thing here is connecting and integrating with existing legacy systems in 3 lines of code, no setup process, no setup cost. That's a huge stepping stone that Quant is ahead of nearly every single player in regards to interoperability. And also here are some of the major numbers down here, some DeFi and traditional finance numbers. This kind of talks about just the overall numbers around traditional financial markets and DeFi markets, kind of talking a little bit. But down here, we also have a lot of TVL. So TVL crypto, May 5th, 2022. Obviously, since then, a lot has changed, but there was $204 billion. The assets of financial institutions worldwide amounts to approximately 1.54 quadrillion dollars. The global amount of financial transactions is a multitude of that. Quadrillions a year changes accounts as well. These transactions are currently locked for 99% in our current existing legacy systems. 2 of the biggest legacy payment methods are SWIFT and RTGS. What exactly is the difference? And he does talk about this going all hand in hand. SWIFT is used for banks for sending funds to other banks internationally. RTGS is used to transfer of funds within a country. But these are the 2 big ones, right? In fact, we've always talked about SWIFT. We've always talked about, okay, well, how big is SWIFT? And can Ripple completely disrupt SWIFT and have XRP transact this, that, whatever, move this, that, whatever amount? Listen, it doesn't matter, okay? We know that DLT will play a pivotal role in not only trying to replace SWIFT, but essentially being innovative within SWIFT. DLT can fully complement a lot of these major systems, including SWIFT, which is trillions of dollars a day in transactions. But the end goal is always the idea of, crypto being utilized on a daily basis, every second, every minute, every hour, etc., of every single day. That's the end goal here. But how do we get to that point? Well, you need that DLT gateway. You need something to connect the 2. A lot of people think that, okay, well, it's very easy for XRP to be utilized because of like the Interledger protocol, whatever. Interledger protocol is cool, but it's not interoperability. It's more of a connector. You want to connect 2 things. And I know that kind of sounds confusing to some people because you're still kind of connecting with interoperability, but interoperability just allows for those 2 major players. Say for so you have, I don't know, we'll say the XRP ledger, right? And you want to transact over the XRP ledger, and you want to send money from the XRP ledger to a bank account or a major banking entity, whatever. How do you do that? They're not really connected. You'd have to withdraw to the US dollar and then send the US dollar to the bank. It's still a very lengthy process. So how do you connect the 2? Well, you have interoperability. You would have to have those messaging layers between the banking network and the crypto network, whatever network you are utilizing in regards to crypto. It can be XRP, it could be whatever. But that's why this is such a big deal. This is why interoperability is actually the biggest deal around crypto success rates. The success rate of crypto is going to obviously increase once you have something like, Quant that is connecting pretty much everything. And a lot of people think that it is CBDCs. Like CBDCs will be the main point. Like, so when QNT says they make CBDCs interoperate, this means CBDC to RTGS, CBDC to CBDC on different DOT regions. Both are on its own $1 trillion use cases per central bank, and 100% they are. And just to give you guys a quick insight on, the Bank of England, previous chief secretary or security officer, Bank of England settles approximately $334 trillion in RTGS a year. Just one central bank. Like, that's how large these major players are. Like, these are massive names in the game. Like, this is why we talk about central banks. This is why we talk about the big money use cases for, a very long time actually on this channel as well. It's not because they are very lucrative investment deals and, they account for this $1 trillion, that $1 trillion. It's great for clickbait, video views, whatever. No. We talk about them because they are legit, real use case value here that Quant is providing massive technology stacks to. This is a big deal. Quant is probably one of the biggest deals around crypto because, to have your specific layer 1 or your DLT succeed, it needs that connectivity layer between the digital world and the legacy traditional world. Without that, guess what? Crypto's nothing. It really is. And I know that a lot of people think that, okay, well, we don't really need the legacy system. We have the crypto system. It's very illogical to think like that. Fiat's going to be around for a while. And even if it isn't, we will still have CBDCs, and they will be built out on multiple DLTs. It's not going to be a one DLT size fits all. You're going to have private and public DLTs as well. And all of these need to be able to interoperate. They need to be able to communicate between one another. That's the end goal here. This is why we talk about QNT on a daily basis, because of the biggest innovation behind it. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.